I want you to stop being cavemen. I want you to stop being Neanderthals. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that in an insulting way. What I mean is, when it comes to your marketing, you own and possess a ton of knowledge about what you do. You operate at an incredibly detailed and deep level when it comes to your subject matter expertise. Typically, your clients are not subject matter experts, and that creates a friction. And I often talk about how one can deliver too much and leave the client or the prospect feeling like you're not right for them because you've gone too deep too fast. So when I say don't be a caveman, what I mean is ownership and possession of knowledge will kill you. Ultimately, you have to break it down into bite-sized chunks. You have to take your customer on a journey. If you've been doing something for 20 years, then clearly you can't talk to customers about what you know today because it's taken you 20 years to get there. You have to talk to customers about what you knew 20 years ago, and you have to frame what you know today in the context and language of where you were 20 years ago before you knew anything. So the whole point of not being the caveman is I don't want you to go around hitting people over the head and dragging them off to your cave, because that's not a sustainable way to build a relationship, which is why we as a society have evolved. Well, most of us, clearly some of us haven't, sadly. So ownership and possession of incredible knowledge will kill your relationship potential with your customers. So what I want you to do instead is I want you to explode your process. What do I mean by explode your process? I want you to turn your process before, during, and after people work with you into a bullet list. And I want you to keep creating sub-levels of that bullet list until there is no further way you can break up one of those bullets. And ultimately, you'll end up with a bullet list of process before, during, and after you work with people of hopefully tens, if not hundreds of bullets, loads of information points, loads of learning points, very granular, very small amounts. Now, you're not just owning and possessing your knowledge, you're starting to break into those bite-sized chunks that you can share. And then every element of that exploded process is a piece of content, is a video, is a post on social, is a blog, is an article, short or long form, doesn't really matter. But every one of those nuggets or bullets is a single piece of content that your customer could benefit from hearing. Imagine if you told them all of that in one go. It just wouldn't work. Stop hitting people over the head, dragging them off to your cave, explode your process, and tell everything you know gently to people.